Welcome back to the Freezing Automotive YouTube channel. If you watched the short that I posted the other day, then you've kind of seen this coming. You see me tease it a little bit. Up here in northern Manitoba, we get a lot of snow. It's cold, not really good for race cars, so not really great for doing content in the winter. So I have this guy right here for winter content. This is my 2025 Ski Doo Renegade 900 Turbo R. It's just an X, not an RS. I don't have any smart suspension on it. Speaking of suspension, that's what we're doing today. I have a service call I gotta go on a little bit later. We actually are in the middle of a major winter blizzard warning, blowing winds up to 100 kilometers an hour. I have to go 4 miles south. There's no way you can get a vehicle out through there right now. All the highways are shut down. Highway 8, Highway 9, perimeter. So everything in Manitoba is on lockdown. So I'm gonna use this to get there. It's actually not gonna be my first time taking on the service call, it'll be the second time. But before I do that, there is some stuff I want to change. So today I'm going to kind of show you how to set up some suspension stuff on this, or at least how I did it. We're going to quickly go over the torsion springs, getting those set up, and then I'm also going to readjust the front shocks, and if I have time, I'm also going to start doing some work on my limiter straps. I do need that a little bit longer. I do need this front end to come up a little bit more. So let's quickly get started. Okay, so coming under the sled here. You've got your torsion spring right here. It goes up to right here. And then you've got blocks in here, right there. This is a 1-inch or a 24, and then a socket. And it's on 4 now. I need to turn it up to 5. I'm a big boy. I weigh a lot. I do need a lot of that. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. I'm gonna turn that up, and we're gonna go from there. So there's one here, one on the other side. Make sure you do both. So, for those of you asking why we have to adjust the torsion springs, get on the sled, when it comes down, you only want your back end sagging about 3 inches. It was sagging a little too much for my liking, especially with how I ride fairly aggressively. So that's something that I have to keep in mind. I do want that tighter. The next thing I gotta do is I need my skis to be planted a little bit more. I'm having a hard time with some of the trail shock, stuff like that. Again, big heavy rider. I definitely need more attention in those front springs to help out with that. So I'm going to do that next. Like I said before, I don't have the smart suspension. I was a bit surprised because with this, didn't actually come with any tool to adjust this. So you have to spin this up by hand. So we're at 2 right now. It came at 1. I'm probably going to put it all the way up till 4. Being completely honest, just being how big I am. One thing a lot of riders will do too is they'll disconnect their sway bar down here. So if you do a lot of side hilling, that'll help keep like the one ski planted without the weight transfer to the other side. And so some people prefer that. That way they can, like they have an easier time side hilling, that sort of thing. I'm gonna leave my sway bar on because technically I primarily do trails. I just also happen to like ride in other things as well, but trails is the primary. So just to make this whole thing easier on myself, I've used the engine crane here. I've picked it up, picked the weight of the skis off. So the skis are loose. And that way this is easier to turn, because with it on the ground, it's super heavy. So I'm gonna get these tightened up. Let me put the camera down though, because this is very difficult to do one hand. So I've got this one all the way up to 4. You can see the 4 white stripes. So now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do the other side. I forgot to say, big shout out to Riley Petey at Enns Brothers Power Sports in Steinbach. I don't believe it's Enns Brothers Power Sports anymore. I believe another company bought it out. But the man you're looking for, if you're looking for a new Skidoo snowmobile, is Riley Petey. Either any BRP product, he can get it for you, Can-Ams, yeah, Skidoo, anything like that. So big shout out to him. Okay, now that I have the suspension on this, I'm gonna go pack up my tools, get it loaded onto the back, and then I'm gonna head on out and I'll get some riding footage for you guys.